So hey guys, welcome to Occultists Anonymous, the one where Songbird dies. Who knows?
No,
Probably.
we already did that episode.
Oh, that's true. We did do that episode, and then he came back. Welcome back. Occultists Anonymous is sponsored by the Onyx Path, Roll20, and viewers like you. I knew there was a thing I needed to load. So yes, we do have some monetary support that come from our patrons who support us monthly, which is super appreciated. It goes a long way. We've added a lot of cool stuff, notably like mics and character art that is in the works now. I should think we see draft stuff that we will post on Patreon for our patrons to see. So you can check out some of the stuff as it's getting built out, which is for me always fun because I love to see the progress. And right now, regardless if you're a patron or not, you can go vote on Network's character sheet and some of the stuff. We had a bunch of people come in and vote that first week. This is your reminder, especially since YouTube guys, you're probably just now hearing about this. And Twitch guys, this is probably your second reminder. It's running for 2 more weeks after this is posted on YouTube, if I remember my math correctly. So you can go check that out and have some say in what Network's character sheet is. Sorry, don't mind me. The light just over here just decided to go into strobe mode or something. So if that goes out, that whatever. House is totally not haunted. Yeah. And then a special shout out to our patrons who support us monetarily: Adam, Alan, Michael, Alexander, Badur, Bernie, Brandon, Doc, Emil, Giovanni, James, John, Josh, Cat Feathers, Melissa, Michael. Oh Lord, where did you come from? Moku, Noba, Perry, Puppeteer, Roy Viscrat. Oh, I think that was other Michael. Ryan, Schmitty, Sebastian, Cinna, and Thomas. Other Michael, I think, is now Michael.
Michael.
Okay, sure, absolutely. This is what I deal with, folks. Thank you guys for your support. It really means a lot to us, and it is always cool to see the names that you guys show up with, because some of you are definitely giving us, internet names, which, cool, doesn't bother us. And some of you guys give us your real names, and then some of you are Michael. Some of you are probably really Michael, but yeah. So when we last left the Cabal, oh boy, where were we? Man, it's been a whole week, and I edited those videos really fast. So I edited them all on Saturday, so I haven't thought about it since Saturday.
What were we doing?
I remember Atratus went and chatted with the Phantasm Society, got some news and chatted with Gabe, and found out that Gabe is thinking of moving into the underworld, at least the upper reaches. Wyrd founded a legacy and traded away her thoughts and feelings of the past and moved into the future. I'm trying to think. Is Chris still there? I think he's slightly...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing math.
Oh, let's see. At the end of the episode...
I'd had a talk with Shodell.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. And basically asked for some help. Atratus had gone dancing with Shauna. Yeah, and Shanna's definitely there. And then Songbird went and chatted.
Politics.
Yep.
With Hadramiel.
Mm-hmm. So we pick up, apparently, with Wyrd casting a spell. Wyrd, would you like to tell me what exactly you're casting here, bud?
Sure. I am casting a divination, probably the first of several.
Oh, boy. And we have enough potency for several questions, because
Yes.
you are starting with 2, you're adding 3 more, so you have 5 questions. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What are you dividing?
Probably a number of questions.
Well, just to set the background.
Before we even do that, let's just roll, and then we'll talk about that.
1 success.
Nice.
All you need.
1 success.
All I need.
Don't mind me.
Don't want to waste my luck if I don't need it.
Right. Where is Wyrd at, and why is she casting these divination spells?
So this whole strike against a prince has been kind of bugging Wyrd. Something doesn't seem right, and she's just not trusting. She's just checking to make sure that Songbird's not getting himself into trouble.
also a quick reminder, because thanks, chat. Yes, Atreides did kill Emily Miller. So there was that.
Yes.
Mhm. So, all right. Craig back.
So should be good now.
Yep.
Where's had the bad feeling about the whole move against the vampires thing. And she understands that they're doing it based on divinations that Moonkeeper's been doing.
Right.
But she's just wanted to check up on what's happening with Songbird.
Sure.
To make sure he stays safe.
Or what will be happening with Songbird.
Yep.
Hashtag.
And that is a big difference between, because as far as you guys have heard, Moonkeeper is making divinations about the result that killing the prince will have on New York and maybe the Concilium. Not necessarily, hey, is everybody coming out of this alive? Very different kind of questions, too. So,
Yeah.
Sure.
Because wasn't he wording his as like what causes the least amount of chaos for us in general once this is all done?
Right. And that was the idea that you got. You guys have no idea what the actual wording of the divinations were, though. But yes, it was all about what is going to help the Concilium, the greater good.
All right. So first question is, and I paid extra reach for meaningful answers. What will the most likely effect be from the attack on the prince?
And that's a really open-ended question, but very likely the prince will die.
Death.
So the most likely outcome is the prince will die.
That's the most likely outcome.
Okay. Is it likely that the mages attacking the prince, that any of the mages attacking the prince will die?
To put it in the lovely way that Wyrd would probably get it with all her fate tied to Celtic stuff, but yes, the heart of the Adamantine Arrow will bleed upon the assault of the prince.
Is Songbird likely to emerge from the attack unscathed?
No.
Is Songbird likely to die in the attack?
Hang on. Where are we at? How many questions?
That was 4.
I'm at 4.
Restate Songbird likely to what?
Die in the attack.
Unclear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the attack likely to promote or to reduce friction between the vampires and the Concilium, or increase it?
I'm going to ignore that last part because then I can just be like, oh, it's going to increase or decrease, and we're going to say more that upon.
Well, I'm looking for the most likely outcome anyway.
Right.
So.
Upon the death of the prince, there will be strife and then peace.
Okay. Let me get that again.
You get one more?
No, that was my last.
Because he had 2, paid for 3
I got
extra.
5. Yep.
There's the successes.
9
12.
dice,
Fuck.
12 successes.
How could you do this
Chris,
to me?
you are so false.
How could you do this to me?
And now I have that song stuck playing in my head. Righto. So yeah. Do you want a bonus question? Do you want some mana back?
I think I'll take a condition.
Okay.
I'm hungry for
We're going to
arcane
apply
beats,
that to +2 to politics.
+2 to politics. All right. What will happen to Moonkeeper after the attack on the prince?
Ooh, unclear as well.
Okay. Who is most likely to lead the Adamantine Arrow after the attack?
Red Dread.
All right. Who
The
will
fates are
be
huge.
most likely to lead the vampires after the attack on the prince?
Ooh,
Ask again later.
yeah. Actually, no. I think we can actually. Yeah, I think we can firmly say that the Carthians will take the lead among the vampires in New York. I had to think that one through, but yeah.
Will the attack, will the strife following the attack spill over to affect sleepers?
Yes.
How long will the
Layla.
strife last after the attack?
Ooh, it's another unclear, but I'm wanting to give you just a touch more than that. If the Adamantine Arrows strike the heart of the vampires, there will be strife. How long it lasts depends on what and who remains.
Okay, I think that's it for now.
Sure. The fates are like, okay, thanks for calling, Beard.
Yeah.
Anytime. Great chatting with you. Did you just finger guns the fates?
No, I just said, yeah. Okay. Text the cabal. I'd like to have a cabal meeting at your earliest convenience.
Let's have a chat.
Cool. And so I'm going to say that this is probably the day after most of the last episode. And so yeah, you guys reconvene, and now by saying party cabal meeting, are you talking about like we're going to do this like chat immediately, or because in my head you guys have been meeting up for dinner fairly regularly?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
are you
no,
like
like
Are
everybody.
you calling a special session?
Yeah, a
an
special
emergency
session.
session of the Rookery?
Not emergency, but
Just
definitely
we need to talk.
an exceptional session of the Rookery. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so, mid-afternoon, probably even mid-morning-ish, because I imagine Wyrd did that when we kind of woke up and went, cast divinations. Yeah. Okay. So, mid-morning-ish, everybody is there, coming in. And Songbird, as a note, you have this morning received a note from Moonkeeper saying that not tonight, but tomorrow night, we will be striking, and to make yourself, available at the armory, basically all day tomorrow, for preparations.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah, you guys are there. Network is looking a little bit, little worse for the wear. Looks like he's, been, working, burning the candle at both ends, late night kind of stuff, but doesn't look beat up or anything, but just looks tired and a little haggard, and kind of sits down and looks at you guys and, okay, Wyrd, what's going on?
Couple things. First is I know what you're going to say. I've done something. I had always wanted to include a supernal entity in the oaths that we were swearing, and you guys didn't want that, and that's okay. But I have gone ahead and made a bargain.
That's not ominous.
I have, for a few reasons, I've bound my fate to the fate of the Rookery.
Excuse me.
Hadn't we already? Yeah.
As
Chris,
as the Rookery rises, so will I, and as the Rookery falters, so will I.
Network kind of comes in and goes, but that's it?
is just as we as
It's a
our
little more.
cabal succeeds.
Yes. I have surrendered my own fate, whatever that may have been, and it's now bound to the Rookery. I am, in effect, the Wyrd of the Rookery.
Okay.
Like Network and Titus
Weren't
both
you
look.
Weren't you the weird of the Rookery before?
Yeah. But yeah. Titus and,
I was a Wyrd
Titus and Network
in
are
the
looking.
Rookery. This is more intertwined now than like
Okay.
Yeah, I still don't quite get what that entails, but I guess we'll find out.
have a look.
I can't see anything about connections or futures.
No, but you can do soul mark.
That doesn't show me any connections.
No, it's not
The
connections,
legacy.
but you'll see the legacy marks.
I'm actually double checking. I did update the Ebon Phoenix, by the way,
Hmm.
with some clarity that makes things. Soul March is considerably better for being a psychiatrist now.
Yeah. Because
'Cause
as we were
that,
reading it before, it's like, oh, this actually isn't.
That's not so
Helpful.
great. Yeah. Soul Marks.
Let me see what it says.
Yeah, you would not actually be able to tell for the Gnosis 1 through 4 unless your soul was removed.
Oh, yeah, you have to
okay.
take it out to look at it.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
But that said, I'm sure since we know that spells actually don't work, I'm sure Wyrd would actually kind of explain
Yeah.
what's happened.
So I've forged strong connections to everybody in the Rookery through the Rookery,
Hmm.
and that is my future now is with the Rookery.
And so Network and Titus. Okay, so does that mean like if any of us get hurt, you get hurt?
No, but it means that I will have ability to assist you wherever you might be. That I can check in on where everybody is. I can provide assistance for things that you are doing.
Mastigos Network goes, all right, yeah, I get that, sure.
And eventually, as I firm this up, I'll be able to bring us all together on a moment's notice without worrying about things like paradox. So this was something that's been brewing for a little while. Remember, I mentioned felt like I was coming to a crossroads, and this was it. And Detritus, the work you did with me helped solidify that.
Okay.
Now weird. This sounds like a pretty big deal that you made.
Yeah.
What did you summon?
Are you familiar with the legend of the maiden, the matron, and the crone?
Yeah.
So I summoned them.
Okay, but like that's a big one, yeah?
It took me how long did
7
it take
hours.
me? What, 7 hours? I got
Total.
Also, there was quite a bit of prep going into it, though, because you had the
yeah. So
Yeah.
total
Yeah.
time was about 10 hours.
You wanna-
kids.
You want to ask for help, or let me see them.
I can summon them again if you want.
No.
It's risky. No.
This was a legacy forging. I felt it was better to be done alone. Not that I'm
And
trying
who
to cut
better
you.
to be there when you're forging something than the forge master.
I mean, are you part
Sure,
of this
when you-
legacy? Like,
I've founded a legacy.
yeah, if she's making a legacy
Yes.
and you're not in it, why would you be there?
Because there's a supernal being that he
There's
needs to
supernal
catalog.
being,
That you want to see?
and I want to see it.
Well, pick up some fate dots. Summon your own fates.
Nope.
That's not how that works.
Nope. It's got to be a Canthus to get
Oh,
that
right.
particular Moira. Yep.
Yeah.
You get a cherubim of fate, that'd be kind of close, but That's going to come up as some like scald looking, shield.
Damn. All right. Fine. Next time y'all motherfuckers want to Scooby-Doo it on my shit.
My goal with all this was to solidify my connection with all of you and whoever comes and goes, or whoever joins the cabal in the future, to provide us a strong support network so that through me we can rely on each other and help each other and be there for each other no matter where we are.
All right.
Begrudgingly accept.
Fine.
Do my best to keep the cabal like, lost the word, not profitable, but doing well. Because apparently if we do badly, so do you. So
like mid-sentence while Wyrd is talking, I'm like texting Hadramiel. Wyrd summoned a rank 5 without me. Sad face.
Yeah, I think in half an hour you're going to get a "what" in all caps from Hadramiel. No smile, no emojis, because let's be honest,
No.
the Blackberries have emojis.
well, you can still put colon, pencil.
His BlackBerry isn't what he presumably uses to talk to people.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
it is like this old beat up thing that he harbors. He actually meta knowledge, but that's actually a grimoire as well.
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I figured as much.
He put all this good stuff when he was a new mage and put it into this grimoire, and now it's super outdated.
How very free counsel of him in his young days.
Yep. Cool. So network, kind of lets things die and it goes, you said there were 2 things, Wyrd?
Yeah. So I'm sure you've kind of felt the same way, all of you. This whole strike against the vampires has been just like a splinter in my mind. I know that we all have misgivings about the whole thing. And I'm not sure that it's going to turn out the way Moonkeeper is predicting. I've done a little bit of divination, and divination is tricky. There's a lot of variables, and the future's always in motion and all that stuff. But I don't think it's going to be as bloodless and as non-chaotic as Moonkeeper is suggesting. I don't think this is going to surgical snip off the head and suddenly everything is fine.
I mean, I don't think anyone believed that.
No, but he's been talking, I think, about how like this is going to be minimizing the risk to sleepers. And I don't.
Sure.
That's not how this is going to go down.
I mean, minimizing doesn't mean
Maybe
zero.
eliminating.
Yeah, my read on is going to be a little more than just. I don't think it's going to be war on the streets or anything like that, but I think it's.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's not in the vampires' interest to do open war in the streets.
What would you like me to do with this info, Wyrd?
I'm just worried for you.
Are you going to tell us about the part where you said Songbbird's going to get hurt?
Yes. So
That's irrelevant.
because of our forged up connection, I've been worrying about you for all of this. And like, you're not going to be coming through this battle unscathed, and neither is Red Dread. The exact answer I got is that the heart of the Adamantine Arrow will bleed.
Who says Red Dread's the heart?
The question was about Red Dread, and that was the answer I got.
Wait, was it out of character?
No.
No,
it
it
was.
You asked about the mages going.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you and bit of meta knowledge, but yeah, if you asked about anybody specifically, it would have come up back as unclear.
Okay. So
Yeah, the only time Red Jar got mentioned was he's going to be in charge when this is over.
That is correct.
So
All right. Well,
I have concerns that the Adamantine Arrow is not going to profit from this.
okay. It's a concilium operation, not an adamantine arrow one.
But mostly it's Adamantine Arrow going in.
It's all adamantine arrow going in.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do.
Okay.
That is our job in the Pentacle. That is what we do.
Kick down doors, guard stuff.
Just keep your eyes open.
I appreciate the heads up, but we've got 3 life mages with us. I think that wounds will be dealt with as they happen.
All right.
Maybe we could still work on minimizing those.
Sure.
I can make you some good armor.
Buff the jacket.
Yeah. I was gonna try to keep up a really good Aegis. It's like, because that at least.
I'll help.
Oh yeah, that's true. Matter buddies. Because he's got matter. So yeah. Well, actually, especially as Atratus mentions that, Network goes, well, actually asks, it's like, I mean, is this a soon thing now?
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Oh. Yeah, let's get to work.
Okay. So he actually starts to think, okay, I can help. Actually looks over at Atratus. Actually, I can help you. It looks at Wyrd. I can help you. What are we doing? Because he's got a whopping 2 in mind and 1 in space, and he's ready.
I want to use an attainment.
Mm-hmm.
Locate object with the Fate 2 optional.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm going to go out and try and find something that's going to help Songbird.
Okay. And did you actually, I'm trying to remember how much we actually wrote down, but go ahead and, what was your Fate 2, or your, what was the attainment actually say? I'm trying to remember. Is that serendipity?
Yeah, serendipity.
Okay. Cool. And yes, so specifically to what is the objective?
He's going to be going into a fight, and I'm looking for something to help him succeed.
Gotcha. Cool.
It's going to just spin you in circles in this workshop.
That's a different thing than keep him safe.
Right. But
help him succeed at the fight does not get him out of here unscathed.
True.
Yep. But I mean, go ahead and tell me what your exact wording is.
Well, and the whole point of it was to help my cabal achieve their objectives. That was the idea behind the attainment. So that's what I'm looking for, is something that's going to...
Because that was the one, did we put the bonus reach on that?
Yes.
Okay. So, and that's less about going to find something, because that's what...
or knowing what needs to be...
very specifically, yeah, it gets you a clear omen, and notably, because we did the bonus reach on that, when Songbird makes a roll to achieve his stated goal, or your stated goal in this particular case, can substitute any skill of the same type as the one that was the task calls for. So if there's a mental thing and it's like, you need to do academics, and Songbird goes,
crafts.
Right.
Sure.
He can swap in crafts. For whatever reason, crafts will be useful instead. So yeah, cool. It's such a cool thing. Because that's one that we put the bonus reach, and then the bonus reach and advanced duration, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, that's a blessing that you can just, as an action, or no, that one takes you an hour because we didn't get instant cast.
Right.
So yeah, you spend an hour, cast a blessing over Songbird. Yep. And and that's for number of rolls no greater than the potency of the spell, which means it's your Fate 4. So 4 rolls. Chris, you can write down, like, anytime you have to do a skill, you can swap out the skill. It still has to stay in the same category, mental, physical, or social, but yeah.
Cool.
Super great for, like, I have 1 billion points in empathy, and now I'm going to use empathy for
persuasion.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, super great. And that's an hour of, and by the way, no big deal. I can cast this on every sleeper that walks by. Well, actually, no, but not in your particular case. Yeah. For those that you playing at home, Wyrd's stuff only works on her cabal mates. Or herself.
Yeah.
Because she is a member of the cabal, after all.
Yes.
Cool. So, Atratus.
Can I get help queuing up this spell? Because I've never tried to do one that was higher potency.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I can. I'm trying to figure out what my spell dice pool is going to be.
Basically, potency, scales, and -2 as high as you want to go.
If we're doing teamwork, do I add yantras to my roll? Or is it just base?
In my head, yes.
Okay. Do I have to account for the factors as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so for every dot of potency, I can increase the basic armor rating, the general armor rating by 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the +1 reach to make it immune to armor piercing.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your armor at normally?
0.
It's a leather jacket.
Yeah. I wanted to give it like 5. So it starts
Cool.
at 1, so I need to bump it up by
It
4.
would start at 0.
No.
Oh, you mean
base
your
potency
spell.
of 1.
Your base potency. I got you. Yeah.
Spell potency starts at 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be -8 then?
-8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For reach, I need the +1 for armor piercing. I need this to last for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 for
Advanced duration.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
carries it.
duration spell.
Right.
Yeah.
So as long as you
So
put it on
goes
advanced
to
duration, that'll last for forever.
Scene day week already,
Mhm.
base for both of us.
Okay. Free reach, I only have 1.
We have my domain, which
Can
does
I
matter
use
now.
your domain?
Hmm?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Because, and this might be homebrew and house rule, and deal with it, guys at home, if you don't like it. But yeah, my thought is, all soul stones, they have whatever path, whatever ruling arcana they're tied to, and then if by happenstance there is an additional ruling arcana because of a legacy, then so be it. So yeah, Songbirds covers prime, forces, and matter.
Bonus
Alright.
from Yantras.
I'm gonna roll you some dice. 9 dice.
Mm-hmm. And actually,
6, because 3 for my shadow name, 2 for high speech, 1 for my hammer.
Mhm.
And I'll give it willpower.
Cool. And before you guys roll that, I am going to double check. There is a particular spell that I think Network is going to cast on you both. As soon as I find table of contents. Where is this spell? It's like telepathy, rituals, something or other.
Oh, it's in Signs of Sorcery.
Yep. I know
Yeah.
it. I just got...
Ritual focus.
That's the one.
It's on page 55.
Oh yeah, that's only... Oh wait. Okay, no, never mind. I missed it somewhere.
Yep. But yeah, he sees you guys like prepared. He's like, hang on, I can help with this. And walks over and he's going to attempt to cast this. Chat, give me your power. So Gnosis 1, to mind. And he's not worried about reach because... Oh, he does have to worry about reach. Oh, no, he doesn't. Because he's just going to cast it instantly. Because you guys aren't casting your spell for long, right? You're just doing it, yeah. Oh, actually, you guys...
Yeah,
have to-
because I didn't have it set for instance. Well, we can
Yeah,
do it
you-
instantly. We're in the domain.
But
Right.
you can't do teamwork instantly.
Okay.
Yeah, so
But
you'll have
it can take an hour.
So he has to do
I
advanced...
mean, we can take a couple hours if you want to really crank these dice up and add some more potency.
Well, you guys will end up picking up whatever his potency is to the dice pool and no negatives. Cool. So we're going to say... well, actually, screw it. He's got enough time to get together some yantras for 5. 2 successes. So yes, so you guys have a bonus 2 on top of all of that.
Okay. So I'm going to roll my 11 dice.
Yep.
And any of my successes will add to your pool.
Correct.
Okay.
And this is why Egregor is really scary, kids. Don't let the Mysterium gang up on you, because they will wreck your shit.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to do this over like multiple ritual durations to get it
We
better?
can. And go to 6 or 7 potency.
Would that just be like a minus 12 then?
If we go 1 higher potency, the dice will be the same if we go 2 extra hours. So it'll take 3 hours and it'll be
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
6 instead of.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Here is 11 dice.
Okay. Teamwork.
Holy shit.
Technically, you still have to cast it, though.
Yeah, okay, so that's 10 dice from you. For me, it was 15 minus 8, 7. So 17 dice.
Plus 2
Oh,
From
plus
a-
2,
from,
19 dice.
from network. 19 dice.
Watch as the world crumbles here. The supernal itself, like, implodes. 7 dice.
19 dice, 7 successes.
Yep. Do you want to crank
Now,
the-
is that technically both of us getting
exceptional
exceptional successes?
Well, yes, because you got an exceptional,
You got an exceptional
success on your
success.
cast.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yes, if you guys want, conditions or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a condition.
Cool. Yeah, actually, I guess for teamwork, whoever's helping probably can't get to increase the potency or bypass withstand. I guess they basically can get their mana back or get a condition.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, yeah, I can make it the potency better also.
By 1? Mm-hmm.
Nope. Because it's primary duration.
Oh, that's right.
Ah.
It increases the primary factor. Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind then. I'll take the condition.
Sure. We'll figure out what that is later.
So you've got your jacket is now armor 5.
6.
6. Great.
Crank that potency up. Yep.
And
Armor
immune
6
to armor
and
piercing.
armor piercing. Yep.
Anti-armor.
Yes. So there you go. That, folks, is how the werewolf fight was supposed to go.
Yep.
And we're going to nuke him from orbit by just piling in a bunch of potency and blowing him up. Also, the question is inevitably going to come up. Why aren't we doing that to the prince? Because the Adamantine Arrow want to leave a message. Yep. And also...
And if you remember what my brass knuckles say, it says, fuck you.
Good stuff. So you guys work on that for a couple hours, which fortunately, like, network is like, I'm gonna cast this, get you guys' minds focused, watches you guys start to cast. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna sit down. You guys, they're gonna be at this for a bit. Titus helps out. Cool. Is there any other particular things that we do? I know, Wyrd, you laid your blessing on Songbird.
I have another spell too I wanted to throw down.
Oh, yeah, you did cue that up.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
6 successes. This is
wait,
warding,
what are we? Okay.
warding gesture. Oh, wait.
Very good one.
I did an overreach, so it'd be a chance die.
Okay. And make sure you subtract your 2 mana.
No, rapier. I'm preparing it for combat. Rapier would apply. It would take 2 dice.
Oh, yeah. Only 1 overreach. Yeah. And yeah. Cool. Yeah, so nothing there. So yeah,
Okay.
Good stuff.
And I'll take a condition for that one too.
Sure. Yep. I'll think about it. We'll see if anything comes up. Cool. And so yeah, you guys spend a couple hours. Titus, I think, runs out and like, okay, what's everybody want to drink, eat, what? And like, Mage is doing mage shit, casting ritual stuff. I'm gonna get snacks. He has a go-to thing. Everybody seems to appreciate it, so he's gonna do it. And so yeah, he runs out, gets snacks, brings them on back. Cool.
So you've got warding gesture.
Which will protect against people trying to
Control
maneuver
you,
you to.
maneuver you, change your fate, that kind of thing.
Cool.
Is there to help out versus vampires?
The mage may selectively exclude the subject from any area effect spell he casts. That's dope.
Yes, that is the best part of that spell.
That's real good.
Yep. Also, a thing to bring up, because we haven't done it very often, and this right now only applies to Craig, because Wyrd is the only one with Fate 2, but advanced or conditional duration for adding additional duration onto spells.
Mhm.
Very, very good. We have to remember that. Where you go, oh yeah, this lasts until this thing happens. And that just gives you free steps in duration. So like some of your like higher potency stuff, or spells that are potency, you can crank the duration up by giving it that little conditional duration where, it'll fall off after whatever. Kind of handy thing. It hasn't been too too relevant, but yeah. Yes, ma'am.
If I want to do a mental shield, I would need to do that back at the house because that's where my domain is, right?
You could do that, or I'm pretty sure you had that as a legacy now.
Do
I believe that's... I'm gonna load up.
A mental scan.
What?
Yeah,
Is that
no.
not till 3? Yeah, it's 3. Dang it. Okay. Yeah. So yes, you would have to do that there. If you want your free reach, you could of course just cast it here.
Well, let's see. I want... Yeah, if I'm not doing it instantly, I would just need advanced duration on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works. I would be holding 4 spells then. Oh, I have... This is 4. I can do that now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Which I love. It's like, I really want to cast this. Oh no, I think I can handle that. Yeah, that's
fine.
fine.
I can. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that with the... I need 2 reach. So...
Advanced duration and...
I wanted the +1... Dude, can Vampire summon Goetia? No?
way.
Okay, cool. So I don't need to worry about that bonus reach then.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they had, like, Goetia servants.
Vampires are very, very, like, the epitome of locked into the material world.
Okay.
They have very little that messes with...
But they do have mental powers.
They definitely have mental powers.
Yeah. Can I make it... Well, it's Clash of Wills. Can I make it stronger?
By adding duration and by adding advanced potency, that will affect your Clash of Wills die pool.
Okay, so I need 2 reach. I have 2 mind dots. Is that overreaching by 1? Yeah.
I thought you had 3 mind.
Do I have 3 mind?
Do I just keep imagining that? I just keep imagining that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I only have 2. So
Yeah,
I
you
am
have a little
overreaching by
overreach.
1.
Okay. We spend some mana, or...
I'll just spend mana. I have plenty.
Sure.
Oh, I had 1 more die on that too. I typed in Gnosis 3, not 4.
Yeah, got to relearn now that you're got a higher gnosis. So I'm going to throw that at it. Okay, so that takes you that paradox die. Cool. I just realized Mage does not have shopping episodes. Mage has buff
Buffing
episodes.
Buffing episodes, yeah.
All right. Perfect. So 6, 5. So yeah, 9, 11. Wait, no. 11, yes.
Two successes. Okay,
problem.
so you are
Yep.
mentally shielded. So just give me a +2 to my Clash of Wills for advanced duration and advanced potency.
So advanced duration gives based on how many steps you have. So just advanced duration is a +1, and then or the base level, like one scene long, is +1, +2, +3, +4. So because you have Mind 2 and it's a duration spell, you automatically get 2 more dice, and then advanced potency will add another +1, I think.
Okay.
And
So let me write all that down.
thank you. That way I don't have to. Special spell considerations, Clash of Wills. Let's see here. Yeah, day long. Okay, so it's not the very first advanced duration. So you only have a +1 from the duration and +1 for the advanced potency. So total
Okay.
+2.
+2. All right.
Yeah. So it's day, week, month. And then year-long and indefinite have the 4. Okay. Cool. And so Titus, especially as I imagine Songbird is, kind of like meditating and, having spells placed on him. Titus walks over and says, I can help. Like, I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
Oh, hell yeah. That's going to help.
Yeah.
Come back in 5 hours.
Sure.
Thanks, Lydia.
I haven't done this before, so I'm going to be a little nervous, but I'm on board. I've never.
I'll be gentle.
And like puts his hands on your
That's not creepy
shoulders
at all.
Right. Puts his hands on your
I
shoulders.
was going for seductive, but
right. Yeah. And says, "Thank you, but I already have a girlfriend." And then turns.
Y'all had a DTR after one date. Damn, bro.
Well, I mean, it has been a couple days.
Yeah. They've been talking off screen.
Definitely. It's
But that's
gonna be
still a
lot of it's
development. I'd be like all
Sure.
hard eyes.
Well, and I'll be honest. Titus is kind of a step ahead of where things probably actually are. I think he's just, playing it up.
Yeah.
Yes. So far, so good. Werewolf hasn't eaten him yet, so that's a thumbs up. We take those. He checks in with everybody else, make sure everybody's good, and then he and Network head out to kind of patrol. What do we cast in Mr. Songbird?
We are casting Honing the Form
Mm-hmm.
plus Kinetic Blow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my other bonuses should be -2 from where they are
The
because
other
it's a
bonus?
combined spell. The other bonus line is currently at 8. It should be at 6
Gotcha.
because I forgot to factor the combined spell penalty.
Oh, gotcha. Yes.
All right, so this is 4 dice of Paradox.
Thanks.
Fucking roll them.
Survey says...
Survey says 1.
1.
Survey says fuck you.
1 bashing wound.
Yeah, it'll be gone.
Yep.
Like...
Well, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Paradox ones can't be magically reduced.
Yeah, I know. All right, so this is potency 5, so it'll be a full power. Oh wait, reach might have been off. If I am casting a combined spell where half of it is in my domain, can I have the forces stuff for free?
I'm going to say yes
Okay.
for the time being, but that is something I should look up.
That is an edge case that we've never had to ask before.
Yep.
Anyways,
I believe
if you decide not, it would be 2 more reach. So it'd be, I can spend mana to cancel out those dice, and we're fine.
Not worried about it.
Okay. So yeah, and then I am adding 2 to my strength and 3 to my stamina.
Nice. Please.
Oh wait, I didn't actually need to go above my max on that one, so my reach was off anyways. Fuck it, it's fair. It's fine. It's one thing.
I am gonna stress.
Cool. So now I punch real good. Real good.
Have more hit points.
Punch it real good.
Now, weapon bonus is damage bonus, right?
No, it is flat bonus when using that weapon. It used to be
A dice bonus.
right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Because flat damage added on was a 1E thing. That's gone. We don't do that anymore. It's just added
There's
to the weapon.
different spells that do this, though. Because, like, weapons do this.
Mm-hmm.
Weapons have a weapon bonus
Which is a flat
to damage.
2 damage?
Like, an
weapons
axe
have a
inflicts more
damage.
damage than a small dagger.
They have
Right.
damage rating. Like my revolver's
Yeah.
1.
Right. Which is literally it's the weapon it's the equipment bonus. Because damage is always Oh, hang on. I think I
Okay.
know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about now. Hang on. Let me go find my equipment so I can actually see it. But yes,
Like it does the number of successes plus 1, yeah.
Because like with martial arts 5, my unarmed strikes count as a 2 damage rating.
damage indicates the number of bonus successes added to a successful attack. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just like adding
Okay.
2 successes on top of your
So
successes.
Mhm.
unarmed attacks gain a weapon bonus equal to potency. So that's plus dice.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Yeah, it has been a bit since we got the weapons out.
Use
so-
this spell, yeah.
So it's got to use weapons.
Yep.
Oh, he doesn't even bring you anything to throw.
All right. Back to finding.
So
sleep.
plus 5 dice and stunned.
What do you use when you're punching?
What's up?
What do you
Strength
use
plus
for your
brawl.
punching?
Strength plus brawl.
Is your brawl? Did you have a skill higher than brawl?
I could use athletics.
Yep. So
No shit. Going full fucking Kaladin Stormblast.
Yep. Yep.
Just don't. I'm just saying, don't forget about the serendipity.
Yep.
For sure. Wizard is ready to cast Fist.
And then some. All right. Verge's
All right.
domains.
I guess should actually roll this spell though, huh?
Correct.
So that is 12 dice.
6 plus 8, but it's not 8, it's 6. So yes, 12.
This takes up the rest of my afternoon
Mhm.
and likely puts a big old nimbus all over this place.
Oh yeah. Cool. 3 successes on 12 dice, which a little
Excellent.
close, but yeah.
Seems good. And a woo to you too. All right. I don't think I have anything else to do. How do I put this in Titus? Phrasing?
I believe you just do it. Also, a Verge offers a +2 die Yantra bonus to spells that utilize its ruling arcana. And if it applies to that, it gets the paradox-free thing. Domains don't get the +2 because they're artificial, but the
Mhm.
paradox thing applies. So as long as you are using that arcana, you get the free paradox.
Okay. Cool.
That's super dope.
Just slap some forces or matter or something and every time I need to cast a life spell, I guess.
Definitely a very, very useful thing for adding for combined spells.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about trying to requisition a soul stone from a Thyrsus.
Get some life stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. Okay, so we are going to read this because it's super cool and I love it. It works like this. Just as a mage can maintain a number of spells on herself, depending on gnosis, she may place spells in keeping with a spell with a sleepwalker if they have a connection and the sleepwalker understands and agrees to what's going on.
Which
For our house
does.
rule, by the way, sleepwalkers are different from just people who don't cause paradox. Sleepwalkers have to be people who have attempted to awaken and failed, or
Mhm.
proximate technically. But werewolves can't do this with them. They don't have the same kind of soul. First part is basically a person with a medium connection can hold 1 spell. A person with a strong connection can hold 2. Titus is considered a medium connection. You guys are pals, but you don't know each other intimately.
Sure.
Sleepwalker has command of a spell. Full explanation of the inner workings isn't necessary. From there, the sleepwalker must agree of his own free will. Yeah, so you literally just pass it on.
Radical. Just pat him on the back.
Yep. come
Hold
back.
this.
Yeah.
Hold this.
Yeah, and they use the explanation of "I'm using you to make me stronger," or "I will use you to keep me safe," are all the necessary explanation. As long as the sleepwalker understands that, they can hold it. And yeah, see him, hold this and kind of. I feel something.
Yeah.
The same way I feel matter stuff sometimes, but
Do
okay.
I feel any connection to it?
Not anymore.
No? It's just, no, okay.
Yep. At this point, it is all in the Sleepwalker's control. You can't even dismiss it, if I remember correctly.
All right, well, just keep holding on to that, please.
Oh, okay. So it no longer counts her spell control, but remains under her command and may be relinquished or canceled as normal. Yeah, so you still
Right.
have it. The
Okay.
weight is
All
just
right.
off.
Good.
Cool. New things today, guys. Network kind of, comes back in after the patrol with Titus and kind of pats you on the arm after your ritual spell and passing it off. And he goes, I'm going to be very pissed if you, die, right? Because I can't fix
Aw.
that shit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
That's my hope. And looks at Wyrd and says, we can, scry on him while he's gone, right?
Absolutely. And because of that attainment, I know where he is for the next, what? How long did I get out of that?
It's because that's the secondary thing.
Yep.
I can't remember. Oh no, because that's the first attainment. So that's a
Yeah.
separate cast, but that's on your space dots. So for the next year, no, seeing day week, next week.
Yeah.
You can locate and just point straight to where he is, which is going to be really
Cool.
fun here in a minute. So is there anything else you guys do tonight?
Get some sleep.
Sure. Cool.
Go rest.
Say that one more time.
Go rest.
Sure. Shouldn't have asked. Sorry, Layla. You guys split up, head your separate ways. Take
I
a
mean,
rest.
two of us go the same way, but
Yeah. Yeah. Two of you walk back to the Rookery or back to the Puck building. Everybody else separates. We cut to the next morning. I'm gonna fast forward just
hang
a
on, if I
touch.
could,
Go ahead.
I just want to give Shodell a call that night and talk a little bit about this upcoming strike.
Jodell does not know about the strike.
He doesn't know what's happening.
Oh, he doesn't know about it? I
This
thought he
is
was.
secret.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is super secret. Yep.
Okay.
He's the counselors know, and you guys know, and as far as you know, that's it.
All right. Well, shit. I'm trying to find a way to spend my politics dice.
I'm glad you brought that up. The one thing I would suggest, if you check in, what is this? Mental skills. There's a section for politics, which have sample examples actions. Because one of the things I'm very, very bad about. Sorry, folks. On Discord or Twitch or YouTube, anybody who I'm bad about using skills for broader things. I always tend to think of the immediate action stuff. So one of the things is hey, extended actions. So one of the things that they meant is cut red tape or sully reputation or figure out who's in charge. So for instance, Songbird's investigation. If he hadn't basically donated a lot of blood, would have been extended political roles. And he could have done the same thing. I'm very bad about we'll just role play it and just stuff happens, which is super great to watch. Cuts out the use of skills, which is not great.
Right.
So, because I was looking at making a Mastigos and poor Jimmy, and I'm network. And I'm trying to figure out what skills does he need? Huh. Yeah, that's actually, I guess I should get more
skills.
skills.
I guess.
Skills are a thing, huh?
Those exist.
Yep. And especially as a mind mage, he's I can give myself skills, but actually having them. So, but yeah, feel free. Think if there's specific stuff you may want to do with politics. Notably, it does say with politics, she knows the right person has to get something done. That can be kind of more, stuff. And this one, feel free to hang on to this one a little bit.
Okay.
Same thing with the nebulous one that Atreides and Songbird have.
Yeah, we didn't really clarify what that is.
Right, and I'm okay with that. Otherwise you just take an arcane beat.
A teamwork skill.
Yes.
Well, it could also have to do with the spell itself, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Armor,
Armor.
Mhm. Yep.
athletics, sprawl,
Yep.
that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Perhaps.
Yeah, and I like leaving it nebulous. I've kind of taken to enjoying that. So yes, we cut to the armory, where the rest of the gang is meeting up, and you see they are prepared, and we're going to cut to Chris here in a second because I already talked about this with him. Being prepared. And so, yes, you see Moonkeeper, 15-year-old kid. And all three of them are clearly dressed up in mage regalia, shadow name regalia. Moonkeeper has on this, it almost looks to a level of costume, except that it's very finely made, like silk kind of stuff, but a vest, bare chest, like almost Aladdin, Arabian Nights kind of, vibe with the chest and like loose trousers and stuff like that. No weird fez thing. Wait, he doesn't wear a fez. Does he wear a fez?
Aladdin?
Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. Him and
It's a
Abu.
little one.
He
Him
and Abu
Abu.
both have them. Yeah, okay. But that kind of thing, and it is stitched up with what looks like story kind of stuff. Wyrd would love it. And stuff like that, loose, and has like a military grade like belt with pouches and a long like silver knife hanging from it and stuff like that. Pip, actually, wow, yeah, Moonkeeper and Pip are both very in Wyrd's aesthetic domain. Pip, who, small kind of, she's like 5'0" Latino woman. She's a little, kind of not soft, but she doesn't look like the fit mean green, red dread or Moonkeeper, but she has like a like elven like tunic stuff. Like very, very much she
Fucking nerd.
she has very much stolen like Link's kind of look, the long green thing. She's got a long kind of black cloak on. Her hair is done up in just a multitude of braids with a ton of little beads in them. And she's got similar belts. They definitely got them like military surplus store kind of thing with all her various stuff ready. And she has a big, gnarly, beaten stick of a magic staff, which is inscribed with runes, which you notice are not supernal runes. It is definitely first tongue spirit type stuff. And Red Dread, who I will remind everybody, older Maori guy, he's got the face tattoos.
Maori?
Yes, that's right. Thank you. Dang-o. But yes, the Maori face tattoos. But that seems to be kind of the end of, like, he hasn't pulled in any of that. He's gone, like, he's not bothered with using the heritage, and there's no like, Polynesian or New Zealander kind of garb. He's done up in, for lack of a better term, like barbarian skins kind of stuff. This guy is like, I am the feral wild man that you do not want chasing you.
We're gonna look great together.
Yes. So he's got the tattoos. He's got stuff that very likely, like, he has probably killed, butchered, and stitched together himself. Big marks of runes in that are not artfully done. This is like somebody painted that in blood kind of stuff. He is looking absolutely savage. The only thing that really kind of ruins that aesthetic is the fact that he's got, again, that belt with a big 1911 or some other kind of 40 caliber big old pistol, and has very long like Bowie knife kind of thing strapped to his waist. And they look as you walk in, Songbird,
with a big duffel bag over my shoulder. Like, what? I wasn't gonna walk on the street.
No,
you guys
we
look great.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go change. And so I start like pulling stuff out of my duffel bag and getting ready and putting on like a full set that, because reminder, Songbird has a lot of money, and they have been slowly and subtly making a lot of cosplayers a lot of money over the last few months as they commission various different pieces of their ritual gear. This is the first time we're going to probably put it all together. And so it is a full set of like Norse, leather and chain, and, putting on a big rune on her face. And this, like, the centerpiece of the whole thing is this big, like, bear skull, or not skull, but bear pelt, like
Helmet.
hooded mask, or hooded, like,
A cloak. Those are
cloak. That's the fucking word I was looking for. Thank you.
It's okay.
Yeah. With, the bear's arms coming most of the way down hers and all that.
Done up.
Yeah.
Do you want to retcon what we put Aegis on so you don't have to wear the leather jacket?
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had thought about that. I was like, and then I'm going to ruin that aesthetic by throwing that jacket on. Oh,
I
okay.
put a jacket. Okay, we'll say we enchanted your ritual armor.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fine.
Once you're dressed up, the three of them kind of look at you, and like peripheral mage side is tingling. It's probably tingling to them.
When I went into Femme Songbird,
Mhm.
I want to tie in Pierce Deception.
Okay.
With that casting.
Sure.
Just I can roll some dice.
Yeah,
but
just for the hell of it. Yeah, but just in case. Go ahead.
Sure.
Because I've got to stop being like, yeah, of course you can do that. Well, maybe
you
there's a
get a
condition.
super success.
Screw calling them exceptional successes. Super successes is so much better. It flows.
Maybe you do magic so good.
I'm just going to say it's like 10 dice. It's probably more than that easily, but...
Yeah, because it's going to be your gnosis plus life, because that's your weaker. -2.
-2.
Plus 5.
Oh, yeah. Fair. So 9. Cool.
No, not quite. But we'll take it. Cool.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And I've got plenty of reach on that.
Right.
Because I've got prime 4 and it's a prime 1.
Right.
So.
Yep. So yeah, they're geared up. They're tingling with their own spells. And Pip says, "Okay, I'm Pathfinder on this. We are going to step through into the shadow. It is a short jaunt. Red Dread and I have already divined this path, walked it a couple times. We have already set some stuff into motion. So just stay between Red Dread, myself, and our entourage, and we should not have any problems in the shadow. Is everybody ready to go? Because this will be a bit of a trek. Actually, walking there physically would probably be much shorter, but it would be out in the open. This is a little bit sideways. Cool. All right. So she takes a moment and casts. Is that Scry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that. I'm going to throw the.
Can you scry into the shadow? Yeah.
I was going
So
to
you
give him
just
enough
see
time to get
nothing?
there, and then
Not without spirit.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
If you have spirit, can you scry
that
into
was
the
a
shadow?
praxis. I'll take the mana
Sure.
because I did a sensory range, so that gives me a +1 mana. Plus
Or
one I
sympathetic range, but yes.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. So yeah, refund that mana. And +1. Cool. So yeah, you cut to, seeing Songbird and all of them. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, actually, all 4 of them. Go ahead.
We had talked about using my conditional stuff, so this blue ball sort of appears that only Songbird can see,
Okay.
and it says like press to complete connection.
Sure. But two-way mirror.
Okay. And a vid window pops up and you see us, but you're the only one that can see us. Hi.
Well,
Okay.
not exactly.
I don't think that's accurate.
That's not how the spell works.
I thought it was
It is the way-
select. I can
It is the way
selectively.
the spell. It is the way that spell works. However, all 3 of them snap over to where that vid window is,
Mhm.
and they go, "Songbird, what was that?"
Just want to make sure it's all right. We keep
It
tabs on
appears
you.
my cabal is concerned about me.
Is that going to be a distraction?
Not for me.
All right, very well. Because on their end, they just had a magical thing happen right next to Songbird.
Yep.
So, Cool. But yes, you guys can. Yeah.
I'll like fully offer to turn it off if I have to.
Sure. They don't care. Like,
Okay.
yeah, because arrows, and especially you're a banner warden, they 100% expect that, you know, your cabal is going to be, and if they're scrying, actually, I think Pip goes so far as to say, well, they already know what we're doing, so, I mean, maybe they can help if necessary, but, you know, okay. So Pip continues the spell, and a just like twisting of the world opens into a just very dark hallway. And Pip says, Red after you, sir. And he walks in, Moonkeeper falls behind, and Songbird after you.
In we go.
Yep. Well, and your window, while still active, just goes black. Because you cannot view into the shadow.
Right.
But it is there. You can tell that the spell is working. There's something supernally that, like, you know, buffering.
Do I still have the tracking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, you can cast it, and you point and you go, he's...
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. Cannot find. So for Songbird, as you kind of walk down the, you know, hallway and come out into what is a twisted, overgrown New York City, heavy with vines and growth and just life out of control. But the vines and trees are made of concrete and steel. There's fiber optic, you know, vines that, you know, glisten with light, and it is a little bit cyberpunk. If it weren't for the big spirit beasties that are crawling and moving about, and you see little spindly metal things with giant singular ocular surveillance spirits and all sorts of stuff. And then you see, you see Red and Pip's entourage, and it's a swarm of, probably you would guess with your 0 spirit, you know, rank 1, rank 2, maybe a rank 3 swarm of spirits, and they're just hanging around, and you actually hear some of them they all speak in the first tongue. Right, so no language, but they're very pleased to see Red and Pip, and they're kind of dancing about, and Red and Pip definitely have a different style of dealing with spirits. Red mutters something very gruff and sharp, and a bunch of them kind of snap to and start to spread forward, crawling over buildings and moving forward. And Pip just kind of does a very unsurprisingly, very motherly, matronly, you know, come along, and she brings up the rear, and you have where Red's spirits are very aggressive, red teeth, bloody claws, you know, stuff like that. Pip's are much more, they look more not nice, but more herbivorous. So like, you know, rhino-esque, elephant-esque, big, beefy, you know, do not give a, you know, like you can wail on them all day and they just don't care. And they will just shrug stuff off. But you guys continue and you move into the city, out of the city, like, and it's a trek. Over with Atratus and Wyrd, you're staring at that black screen for hours. It goes, ooh. Yeah, it is a long time, because you guys met, well, they said meet in the morning. You guys had an late-ish afternoon. It's probably noon when you left. And for Atratus and Wyrd, Network and Titus too, probably for that matter, it is like the sun starts to set before the black. Before the black kind of gives way and you can see Songbird again. Before that, though, Songbird, as you guys are continuing, there's no skills here because Songbird is basically going to be along for the ride because Pip and Red are kind of covering this. Like I said, go through the city, meander out into vast stretches of wilderness and some absolutely insane looking twists of the natural world, and then start to make your way back into the city. And where the other place was, you know, all this life and technology and representing a city, you can definitely tell, oh yes, this is some messed up stuff where that same city was glowing with all this kind of life. Everything has, reds and blacks. There's
Void spread.
yes, spirits of violence and blood, predation and stuff like that. Very, very nasty stuff who've lingered around this building, which if those of you who want to see, oh shoot, hang on. I saved this. I want to make sure this is at, yes. So 5 Tudor City Place. If you want to see that building. And it is a big old penthouse. Trying to make sure that's the images. Yep, that's the one. You've probably seen it in the New York skyline. It's kind of recognizable. Which, tell me a vampire prince does not live there. It's, this twisted little place, and you're looking up, and Red Dread says, well, the locust is clearly working. Okay. And Red Dread actually seems doesn't seem scared. Red Dread being scared it's antithetical. That's not a thing.
Right.
Definitely more
hesitant
and a little nervous, and says, make eye contact with nothing. And then you guys basically enter, actually start to climb this building. It's not a difficult thing. There's all sorts of handholds and stuff like that. Make your way up to the top. There's a couple times where spirits are reaching down, and Red Dread seems very gung-ho. He looks almost like Wolverine attacking a skyscraper, just clawing his way up. Pip basically gets hands up from giant gorilla spirits and stuff like that, and she looks much more at ease with these things.
That's a piece of Harambe.
Oh, too soon. Anyways,
is it?
It's been 4 years.
It's been plenty of time.
It all started with this fucking gorilla.
Yep. You guys make your way up. Various spirits having to be chided to help, Moonkeeper occasionally, because let's be honest, he's not quite the reach. Actually, him and Pip are probably about the same height now that I think about it. And make your way up to the top, where again you have no knowledge of spirit, but that big swirling vortex of teeth and blood, and it's definitely you would recognize that it's at least sort of like a hallow. Just from your prime stuff, that's the closest thing you can see, but it is tingling and full of energy. And you can see that there are a swarm of spirits that are hanging around it, and some seem to be pressed up, not against any object that you can see here in the shadow, but they're pressed against something, and they're trying to reach through to the other side. And Red Dread, stands with Pip, and they're looking, and they're like, well, everybody should be in a fine tizzy at this point. Turns back to Moonkeeper and you and says, so these spirits of paranoia and violence have been...
You did this.
Yes. This is to draw in a bunch of nasty... I don't want to say evil, but violent spirits. We are going to be encouraging the vampires to be on their most paranoid and bad behavior, as well as their ghouls and things like that. And we are hoping, based on and looking at Moonkeeper, divinations, to cause as much potential friendly fire and rage amongst themselves when we go in. This is in... Well, and I think Pip is the one who has to say it. It's not pleasant. This is like shouting fire in a movie theater. We are going to try and lure out the worst instincts of them. That is what our little friends here are doing. And so the hope is to cause panic, make things flee, so that we can focus on our target.
All right.
And, they...
So we're standing on the edge of this building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can see the locust that is set within and just basically smack dab, which you can imagine is like the prince's bedroom. You know, this kind of upper floor penthouse thing. Which, why did I close that? There we go. And actually, you are up on a terrace, now that I remember, and you cannot see into the bedroom. But yeah, there's a large terrace and there is a stairwell that will lead down.
All right.
And
lend me your weapons.
oh, right. That's my forgetting. Everybody else is like, oh yeah, we remembered this. And bring forth Red Dread, like draws that big pistol, holds that out. Moonkeeper has his long knife, which, having seen and trained with stuff, Moonkeeper does not get in physically and fight, though he's decent with it. And then Pip has her big beaten stick and
Fucking like shillelagh.
yeah, 100%.
Yep.
And yeah,
All right. Do I need potency for this?
because I remember you just are basically making it cast out sunlight, right?
Yes.
Then no, because as long as it is casting sunlight, it's not going to be very bright, but that's fine because all you want is raw sunlight.
Sure.
I mean, if you hit them with it, it doesn't have to be very strong. It's touching.
Right. Yeah. Well, in the case of sunlight, if they're just touched by sunlight, being
Yeah.
cast by these things, that's
Okay.
enough.
Nice.
Yeah, Chris asked me, so exactly how much damage does sunlight do? And I showed him, and he goes,
The answer is a fuckload.
depends on how
and more
nasty.
the stronger they are.
Yep. The less humane and the stronger they are, the
Did we
nastier
lose
it is.
Craig? Oh, you're back. Okay.
Is there?
He was frozen on my screen for a while.
Okay. So how much actual overreach? Because we have 2 overreach, which is 4 paradox, but I'm sure you're using your tool on this.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
So 2d10. And
Yep.
okay.
You can roll them. That's fine.
Seems like a nasty, painful spell.
Yeah.
Yep. For vampires, at
So
least.
fuck you for
Yeah,
sure.
for vampires.
So I figured I should probably actually say this,
Mhm.
but I'll roll the spell and then describe it.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
so 3, 6, 9, 14 damage, 14 dice.
Yes.
God damn.
14 dice, 9 successes.
So I get my willpower back.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and for anybody who has forgotten from your exceptional successes to get willpower back from all those, because that's the free
And
one.
Okay, you get that and a thing. Okay,
And
cool.
a thing. Yep.
and I'll take another conditione.
Okay, cool. All right.
I think this one's probably fully set on brawl.
This
huh?
is probably on Brawl, yes.
So yeah, like I just reach over and put my hands on all of our weapons, like laying on, an edge of the building,
mhm.
and the idea is just summoning a bit of the energy of the sun and infusing it into the metal of the weapons or the bullets or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
This is forces and matter 3 working together, weaving the property of sunlight onto these weapons.
In my head, it's not so much that they cast off sunlight, but any light that they're reflecting, even minimal amounts, is amplified and turned to sunlight, is the way I was
Seems
imagining in my head. So yeah, all of a sudden they're not shiny bright because again it's just a low level, but all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're all glowing and nice dimly. If you were a traditional Abrimos,
Also, we're in the shadow.
oh yeah, that's true.
Like as soon as we step into the real world,
They're gonna light up.
even at night,
Yeah.
like we're just gonna light
But
up.
yeah, I was gonna say if you were a more traditional Abrimos, these would be like glowing angelic holy weapons.
Mhm.
For you, I imagine this is a little bit more like raw nature druid kind of feel
Mhm.
instead. And so yeah, they everybody's kind of looking at their weapons and Red Dread kind of pats you on the shoulder and says, "Well done, ma'am, Songbird."
Well done, Songbird. It's fine.
You can see he's trying. And Pip turns and smacks her staff down and goes, "Okay, ready?"
Ready?
And doorway twists open, and that's where we will pause because it is 7:30.
The doorway twists open.
And
4 mages step through the shadow, and hell is unleashed.
hell is already unleashed, and yeah, it is a cacophonous encounter that we're stepping into, which is going to be super cool for our next episode. Twitch guys, that'll be in just a minute or two. YouTube guys, sorry, I apologize. Or VOD guys, I guess. Well, no, VOD folks, you'll be able to see this right away. Anyways. Yeah. So, cool. So as always, folks, thank you for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Come join us on Discord to yell and scream about, oh my God, Songbird is going in by himself. Not really.
It's going to be fine.
It's fine. Songbird has buds and a scry window that might help. So yes. But we don't know what's on the, well, excuse me, you all don't know what's on the other side. I know what's on the other side. I love being a storyteller sometimes.
Vampires.
It's probably vampires, yeah.
Probably vampires. So yes, join us on Discord. That's yeetinto.space. If you want to support us monetarily or just come vote on what Network has in his character sheet. That's staylucky.club. You do not have to be a patron to get some of the polls. Some of the polls are secured behind our Occultist and Sleepwalker tiers, just to give them a little extra stuff. And notably because they have access, well, Sleepwalkers have access to Conca, stuff like that, and the Occultist chat in Discord. So if they're curious about stuff, they can bring it up there. I'm hoping that we do more cool stuff like this in the future. If you guys like it, let me know, because I'll listen. And for those of you in Discord who have asked, yes, I'm working on the Songbird gifts. I just got to figure out how to make it work. And that's it. Yes, if you are finding gifts or funny little clips or anything like that, Discord, come by. I might actually make a little channel and just be like, this little bit right here, it's terrific, because that's kind of fun. Cool. YouTube guys, we'll see you on Friday. Twitch guys, we'll see you in just a couple minutes.
Stay lucky.